caffeine and fasting. As a heavy consumer of caffeine, I have experimented using caffeine on all kinds of different fasts, from OMAD to extended water fasts to monk fasts to just your 2 or 3 day fasts. And here's what I found. How's it going, fellow fasters? Welcome back to the channel where we use fasting as a means and tool to improve our health and quality of life. So for OMAD, caffeine works beautifully. You wake up, caffeine just totally kills your appetite. You can easily go till the end of the day without eating if you're an OMADer who eats late in the day. Now, the one thing you will notice is when you're doing OMAD, you can consume way too much caffeine and it doesn't really feel like it hits you that hard until you eat. And then once you eat, you can feel like a jittery, shitty mess. That's one of the negatives about using caffeine during OMAD. Now, caffeine during a 2 or 3 day fast can really help, but it's a slippery slope because caffeine definitely does help kill your appetite. So you got to be careful on that because you're obviously going to feel hungry in the first few days of fasting, and you don't want to completely kill those feelings with caffeine, because if you OD on caffeine, that feeling can definitely leave you wanting to eat and it can ruin your fast. So be careful. Now, extended water fasts, this is where the caffeine gets a little tricky. Day 1 and 2, no problem. Tea is 0 calories, so I will have a black tea day 1, no problem. Day 2, you got to switch to something with less caffeine. I will have 1 green tea in the morning on day 2. I can sometimes get away with it on day 3, but where caffeine on an extended water fast starts to negatively impact your fast is it can really throw off your electrolyte balance, and it can really throw off your hydration levels. And those hydration levels can be the difference between a miserable fast or just coasting through a fast, 7 days, no worries. So be very careful with how you use caffeine while you're fasting, because it can come back to bite you. I don't know about you, but in the mornings is the best time to consume caffeine. Everyone can agree on that. It's sort of a pick-me-up. I know this video is about consuming caffeine while fasting, but I have tried a fast where I didn't consume any caffeine. And other than the slight headache from caffeine withdrawal, I have to tell you, the overall feeling of the fast left me feeling so much better than the fast where I use caffeine. Now, unfortunately, I'm an addict. I'm always drinking tea. I've quit drinking coffee because the fasts where I drink coffee, I feel like I get cramps, even with electrolytes, all kinds of crazy cramping. So coffee's out. Just drinking tea now, feel way better, feel way healthier, energy levels way better, and it definitely feels better while fasting. If you are a caffeinated person as well, just consider trying a caffeine-free fast, because man, they do feel amazing, and it feels so good to get off that caffeine train, even if it's just for 7 days. Even if all you do is drink tea, innocent little tea, not a big deal. It is a really neat experience to go without food and without coffee and just drink water for 7 days. I promise you, the difference is shocking. Anyways, let me know how you use caffeine while you're fasting. Do you drink tea? Do you drink caffeinated tea through the whole fast? Black tea, coffee? What do you do? I always see this on the fasting subreddit. People questioning, can I use sweetener in my tea? 0 calorie sweetener or cream or any of that other shit. Everything breaks a fast that has a calorie in it. It's got to be 0 calorie. I wouldn't trust any sweeteners that say 0 calorie. Tea is bad enough. Even tea is right on that line. You want to go with just water if possible, but hope you found that useful. Thanks a lot for watching and happy fasting.